Buongiorno everyone. 6-pointer this weekend, apparently, in the middle of September. That's a good sign, isn't it? 5:30 kick-off, St James's Park, on Sky, against Brighton. Relegation rivals Brighton, and that's where it came as a Newcastle fan and a Mike Ashley, unfortunately. Relegation scraps against Brighton in September. Must-win games. Must-win games in the middle of September. Fucking hell. People are saying, even Lascelles came out and said it's pretty much a must-win game. That's fucking mad. You think of this time last year, it took until November to get a win, to get 3 points on the board, man. For me, it's not a must-win game this early, and I wouldn't even want to put the pressure on the players that much, because that'll have a detrimental effect at St James's, especially with the rumoured lower attendances that are going to be there this weekend. Again, we're expecting less than 40,000. Brighton are only taking 1,000, and then St James's Park, I'm sure the official, whoever does that, they'll bullshit it. They'll put in the numbers from the season ticket holders that aren't there, like they normally do, but it's meant to be less than 40, which is huge. There was that little rumour of a boycott. I mean, I haven't really heard much about that. Is that even happening? It never happens. Look, we tried Arsenal, didn't work. Fuck it. May as well just support the team, because Ashley's not leaving anywhere, and the fans aren't doing enough to force him out, because as us, love the club too much, and we'll always just keep on going. It's just after the failure of the Arsenal one, it just feels like, wait, what's the point? All that build-up, all that promotion and publicity, and then the amount of crowd that was there, it's crazy. I just think, as a fan base, we'll never boycott until it's too late, until we're already relegated at the end of the season or something, if that was the case. But anyways, on a Brighton note, back to Brighton. Football, back at St James's Park this weekend, thank fuck for that. And it is a huge game. Like, I don't want to put the must-win game on it. I really don't. Not this early, not this soon. Although when you look at the Premier League table, Monday night, Villa draw and West Ham, that sucked us into the relegation zone. And then after Brighton, we've got a tricky away trip with Leicester, and I think, is it Man U at home after that? So, tough games coming up, and that 3 points in the weekend would allow us some breathing space. Get the first win at home on the board. It's a huge game. There's no point in drawing it, and they'll get you nowhere. In these this stage of the season against Brighton now, these are the teams you've got to be beating at home, but these are the teams Newcastle never fucking beat at home. 1-0 defeat last year, that was a horrendous game. And believe it or not, the year before that was even worse. The 0-0, fucking hell, that was the worst game of football I've ever watched in my life, I think. I really do think that was just so bad, like Sunday League behaviour. Lifting, man. Absolutely horrific. And let's hope it's not like that this weekend, but it probably will be a scrappy affair. You can see a dogged approach from both teams. Both teams aren't the best, but for me, looking at Brighton's team, on paper, they are shocking. They are just absolute dog shit. The manager they brought in, Graham Potter, I mean, I don't know, got off to a great start, 3-0 away at Watford, but obviously Watford had huge problems, their manager's now gone. Since then, they've done now, really. Beat at home to Southampton, that's a poor result. The odd draw here and there. So, they are a team that I think will go down. I know we obviously know they'll be there and thereabouts, but for me, they are in my bottom three, Brighton. And they deserve it. Fuck yous. Should never got rid of Chris Hughton. Just because you're on a bad run, took you from the bottom of the Championship up with the Premier League, the way he was doing, should have been given a chance. Brighton, he's trying to put a different side of play on it now. Harry Potter trying to wave that wand and get them to play better football. Please do an Arsenal, just play out the back. And let's get Joey Almiron snapping at the heels. That's what I want to see this weekend, though. I just want to see everyone grafting the fucking arse off. Just pretend it's like a Spurs away. Because at Brighton at home, we always seem to, like Watford, we were unlucky to go behind, but we seem to start slow. It takes a while to get them restrained. People don't really want to be on the ball. They're falling under pressure. We want to be seeing fucking Almiron busting down the wings, play ball fed through to him. Joelinton more in the box, more service for him, and although he's having to drop deep, dropping deep's not the problem, it's just the lack of support when he gets the ball, really. And then if he's got options, him to be in the right area at the right time, please, Joey. I want to see more shots from you. I want to see more opportunities created. And although I think it's a huge game for Miguel Almiron, because a lot of people are stressing at him, saying 9 offsides this season, ridiculously high, doesn't offer enough to the team. For me, it's a massive shame that obviously lost Perez and Rondon, because I think those front three would have been class this year. They were starting to build a partnership. You've seen it towards the end of the season. Once they got going, the three amigos that obviously are no longer here, just one amigo by still wandering around thinking, what the fuck's going on here? Got to give him time, and I think the fluidity he brings to the side, he got his first goal for Paraguay the other week. He needs a goal. I'm going to tip him to score this weekend. I am. I think he gets a goal this weekend. I'm praying he does. I'm just praying it's an attacking display and there's plenty of chances created. But it's a really funny one because you could see it being a scrappy affair. You really could. You could see it if you haven't. You need to check out the FIFA video. That could be the fairy tale story, and that's how bad the fairy tale is at this stage. You'll understand. Not any spoilers, but that could be the thing that happens there. Just like nicking a goal, basically, and the big man. Yeah, his homecoming, his debut, hopefully again for Newcastle United. Andy Carroll. Please let him be on the bench this weekend at least. Everyone said Liverpool was the return day. It's not. Mike Ashley's tactic is sell tickets this weekend. They'll probably stop promoting now. This is Wednesday. This may go on Thursday or Wednesday night. Twitter, Newcastle will probably start releasing stuff. Andy Carroll's homecoming. Get your tickets for Andy Carroll's debut again. I can see that. I can see it. And I can see him. I can't see him coming off the bench and scoring, having an impact. Him and Joey up top were struggling to break Brighton down. Ball gets whipped in. Andy Carroll back post. 1-0. Good night. Last minute. Lovely stuff. We need him on the bench at least. We need him in the squad because we need that other option. Even against Liverpool, they've had to give it away sloppy, and even then it's still at 2-1 before Salah gets to the third. For Carroll to come on, he can make that difference. A couple of chances we had in the final third against Liverpool. We could have done more. Going on to that Kraft who missed our best chances in that game. Yes, he's a right back. He can get away with missing chances for me. It wasn't that. He was defensive display. Dog shit. Constantly caught out of position. Shaw's having to shout at him to do his fucking job. Not good enough from Kraft at all. Yedlin is meant to be back this weekend. He's been fully training now. He's been talking about the injury problem that he had last year when he couldn't play. He was even feeling pain all the time. He's finally gone under the knife this summer, had the surgery, and now he's fully fit again. He'll be in the matchday squad. Will he start? Would you start him? Let us know. For me, I'm desperate to see Yedlin and St. Maximin on the wing together. But for now, I don't think Manquillo deserved to get dropped. For me, it worked against Spurs, but Manquillo offers more pace. I think you've got to start him in games like Brighton. He tried against Liverpool when he came on to get further down. I think he gave the ball away, but I remember against Watford he pinged one into Joe Linton last minute, and we should have scored from that. I think he offers. We need to get the bombing down the wings and get the ball into the box of Joey. We need more service from him, man. So Manquillo for me has to start, put him in there, and then you could bring Yedlin off the bench or bring Yedlin back into the fold as the games go on, because you obviously want to get his fitness back up. Don't want to rush him in yet, but he may be ready, who knows. I mean, after seeing Kraft's performance last weekend, I'm fucking desperate for Yedlin to come back. I really am. Like I see, Manquillo was doing a decent job until he got dropped. Another one is obviously will Sean Longstaff be fit? John Joe Shelby, we need him to turn up on the weekend. Like, he's got a great record against Brighton. He obviously scored that worldie in the Championship. He needs a big game. He needs a man of the match performance, because I'm starting to think this cunt doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the shirt. Like, because he did one or two good things against Liverpool, but he's so lethargic and sloppy, and it's just like he's not even arsed, and his work ethic's terrible. It's just like, well, what are you bringing to the team if you're not producing these passes? Get him on the ball more, but fucking have a bit more oomph about you, man. We needed a performance from him, big in the middle of the park. He probably will start after Sean not even being in the squad last week, but we'll obviously come to that on Friday after Bruce's press conference. I'll be optimistic. 3-0 Newcastle. Put it out there. We need a fucking result like that. The last time we had something like that at St James's Park, and especially if the attendances are dropping and the atmosphere could be shaky. If you think on Saturday, if it's a 0-0 or we'll get beat 1-0 in Sky there and there's less than 40k, how shit the atmosphere is going to be, and we're stuck in the bottom three. Looking at that perspective, you can see why people are saying it's a must-win, but it's still too early for must-win. You can't be a must-win game in September, man. But it is a huge game, and 3 points would do a lot for getting well at the relegation zone, depending on the results still. But obviously with tougher games coming up, Brighton at home, you look back at the end of the season, it's games like that, that'll define your season really. Unless you pull off some miracles like beating City at home later on like we did last year and then go on and run. But you can't beat the teams around you, then you're going to struggle. It's as simple as that. But I'll be optimistic. I'll say Almiron has a great game. I'll say Carroll comes off the bench, hopefully. Man, don't know about that one. Like. But Almiron, Joe Linton, let's see you boys. Let's be having you. Delia Smith, don't know where she came from. But it's time these boys delivered. Almiron, get it on the score sheet. Joe Linton, get more service to him and get a goal at St James's Park. but most importantly, get what would be a huge 3 points. And if it was in a performance where we do win resoundingly like a 3-0, it would be absolutely amazing. Fingers crossed, but I'd take a 1-0. That's how shite it is. We'd accept 1-0 wins over Brighton at home. Oh, the Ashley era. And you think 20 odd years ago we're beating Barcelona. That's how long ago it was, wasn't it? 20 odd years ago in the Champions League we're beating Barcelona. But look, we're now. But 20 years is a long time. But we're talking even 5-10 years ago, man, with the UEFA Cup. Now that'll do. None of this fucking Brighton at home. Fucking being buzzing over 1-0s. And that's it's shite. It's a shame, but it is the way it is. But we still want to see the team win and play well. Hopefully we get that in the weekend. Put your score predictions in the comments below and enjoy yourself.